Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you what to pack for a wildlife safari or a jungle safari experience. When you're going to a beach or when you're going to the mountains, you pack a certain way for both of these places. Like when you're going to the mountains, you carry your warm clothes, you carry gloves, you carry scarves, you carry mufflers, you'd carry warm caps, and that's how you pack while going to a colder region like the mountains. Versus when you're going to the beach, you carry lighter clothes, you carry sunscreen, you carry sun protection, glasses, your normal hats. So when you're going to a jungle, you're visiting a forest, there has to be a certain way which many people who are going to the forest for the first time don't realize that you have to pack. I'm here to tell you, getting straight into what to pack. First thing is a cap. When you're visiting a forest, you're going to be sitting in a gypsy or a canter depending on how you're getting the safari experience, but it's going to be open. It's not a closed car. It doesn't provide protection from the sun. The sun is directly hitting you to prevent heat strokes, to prevent any kind of major difficulties that are caused by extreme sun exposure. You have to have a cap, but in muted colors. Now, these caps are the ones that we carry with the adjusting things. This one doesn't have it, so we just tie a knot. They're the ones that you need to carry. Or you can carry the simple caps which go on like that. And you get these where you're visiting. You have souvenir shops there. So in case you don't have dull colored or a more forest friendly cap, you can always buy these wherever you're visiting from the souvenir shops there. Now, the second thing that you need to carry, or I would suggest you to carry, is either a gaiter or a mask. If you're traveling during the winters, I would suggest a gaiter is the perfect thing to carry because there is going to be a lot of dust coming right to your face. This is going to provide you extra warmth on your neck as well and prevent you from inhaling any kind of dust. It goes on like this. It's always better to pack muted, dull colors, more on the greener, browner side, to kind of blend in with the whole environment, with the whole background that you're in. So please go for muted colors. Please go for camo prints or just dull green, dull brown, khaki, these kind of colors. Or you could carry a mask like this in summers especially because you don't need that extra heat on your neck. So this is a better option in my opinion. Of course, you need sunglasses if you're traveling to any national park and you're sitting in a gypsy. Again, that added protection from the sun to your eyes. You should definitely carry a pair of sunglasses. But do keep removing them in between so that you experience the real colors of the forest and enjoy the whole experience. Take it in completely. Carrying a pair of sunglasses is always advised. You need to protect your skin at all times. So sunscreen is definitely going into your bag when you're traveling to a jungle safari. At least carry 2 bottles, 2 tubes, whatever you're carrying. Apply it generously on your face, on whatever part is exposed of your skin. Keep reapplying it every 3 to 4 hours while you're experiencing the jungle. Now, coming to very basic things, which is your clothing. If it is winters or summers, you should carry full-sleeved clothes. Protects you against insects. It adds a little bit more protection from insects and mosquitoes. And even if it is a very thin layer you're wearing underneath your t-shirt, that's perfect for the summers. Again, it has to be in muted colors. Next thing I would suggest carrying, which makes your experience a whole lot better, is a pair of binoculars. Now, I understand people visiting the jungles for the first time might not own a pair necessarily. So you get these on rent. At the gate itself, there are many people who are renting these binoculars out for the safari. They charge you around 200 rupees for the whole safari for a 4.5-hour drive. And I would highly recommend you get one pair at least. It just makes the whole experience better and you get to learn how to use the binoculars. You get to view things better of course, in case you have any kind of doubt whether you're sighting something from afar, you can confirm it on your own. Just the whole thing gets more exciting. Next thing is comfortable shoes. Now, you don't want your shoes to be biting you, to be a menace while you're visiting a jungle and you're sitting in a gypsy. You have to be a little bit on your toes as well while you're in a safari, although I wouldn't recommend you keep standing in the gypsy. That added comfort, it makes the whole experience better. So comfortable shoes, even if it is sports shoes or it's your regular walking shoes, whatever you own are good enough. Now, this thing has to be really, really kept in mind that you shouldn't be using the spray deodorants because they're really strong. They linger on not just where you apply it, but also on your clothes. Firstly, it distracts insects, bees. You might end up getting hurt in that process, and it also misleads them. So it's not good for nature in general. Also, perfumes. You don't need perfumes when you're going to a jungle because, again, they have the same effect. So instead, what you can use is roll-ons. Don't really make your clothes smell. They only smell where you apply them, which is mostly your underarms. So just to prevent any kind of bad odor from the heat or, from getting warm, you can apply a roll-on. So carry a mini roll-on. Please avoid putting on any perfumes or spray deodorants. And last but not the least, a steel bottle. This comes in very handy. You can always refill it. You don't have to carry like plastic bottles along with you or like packaged drinking water because that promotes plastic waste, and that's not at all advisable when you're going to a forest. Even in general, I would suggest you carry a water bottle, a steel water bottle especially. Or even a glass one would do, but the glass ones are heavier and more difficult to carry. So a steel bottle is perfect for any kind of trip or a road trip and even safaris. So that was all for what I think should be essentially carried when you're going to a wildlife safari or a jungle safari experience. What you shouldn't do, I'll be discussing in the next videos, so keep watching. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.